Igmon, Part 7. William paused with his back to the door as his younger shipmates looked more than a little spooked. Could that have been the Creature Six they heard laughing? Where was everyone? Where was Igmon? The village is a complete wreck. Something happened. Something bad. William called everyone into the secure room in back. He turned on the monitors and the exterior lights, constantly keeping an eye on the screens. William questioned Bonnie and Ray about everything. What was the state of camp? How was everyone's health? Was there ever any trouble? Bonnie knew this was bad. She saw the mess, the blood. She answered all of William's questions. Everything was good. Always. No one sick. Occasionally stuff disappeared. That was about it. Usually William kept sensitive information to himself. He decided to tell them about Six. Six stayed back and watched the ship all night. When Terrence and Damon showed up, he made them be silent. The lights came on, very bright. Damon shared Six's dislike for light and sunshine. It didn't seem to bother Terrence as much. Damon's transformation from alive to dead to alive had been amazing. His speech and understanding had improved, almost to normal. Terrence's improvement stalled. He followed Damon everywhere. Sadly, Alice stayed the same. As the sun was about to rise, Six crawled back into his hiding place to watch day 2. William hadn't slept all night. Not sure about a plan of action, his mind churned like a machine. Before opening the door, William checked the monitors one more time. Giving orders for no one to leave the housing area, they all stepped outside. They spent the day cleaning up and looking for clues. As the sun set, they retreated back to the safety of the ship. Lights on, watching the monitors, William fell fast asleep. As day turned to night, Six headed back to the cave. Damon and Terrence were about to leave. Six made them stay. Having not slept himself in 2 days, Six needed sleep. By the time Six woke up, the sun had already risen. He did not get to watch day 3. No big deal, Six thought. How wrong he was. The sun was setting once again, and William was locking the door when he heard that laugh for the second time. A chill ran up his spine. Looking at the others, he held up his hands. His fingers were crossed. He would not sleep tonight. Feeling well rested, Six had Alice join them to view the ship. It was the same as the other nights. Bright light, quiet ship, no movement. Soon he would have to do something, but not tonight. Damon began leading Alice and Terrence back to the cave. They made it halfway there when Damon heard noises that didn't seem right. They doubled back in a hurry. The light went on. Something triggered the alarm. William had his weapon. It was time to confront this laughing creature face to face. Sneaking out the back, William told everyone to stick to the plan, no matter what. He had found the shallow hiding place while widening his walk around the village, setting up a tripwire. He just had to wait. Now, armed with an antique knocker, he was ready. The knocker was a good weapon. It had 3 levels: warning, immobile, destroy. He set it for destroy. Six never saw him coming. His hiding spot was no more than a small hole in the ground with a large flat rock covered with sand on top. Six couldn't move it with a 220-pound man standing on top of it. Jay and Bryce ran up with 2 big rocks and placed them on top Six's hiding spot. William wanted answers. He sat down in front of Six. Jay and Bryce ran back for the ship. They never made it. Damon saw the man standing over his father. He knew he was trapped. He saw the 2 boys with rocks. Damon, Terrence, and Alice stayed in the shadows, working closer to the ship. Damon watched as the boys placed the rocks down. The boys were running straight towards him. Whispering, Damon told Terrence and Alice what to do. Terrence nodded his head, but Alice didn't understand. Terrence grabbed Bryce and held on tight. Alice attacked Jay, taking him to the ground screaming. Bonnie, Ray, Lacey, and Macy could do nothing but watch. They had been told if anything happened to fly back to Panzor. Things were going wrong, horribly. They began readying the ship for flight. William turned around. He wasn't sure what to do. Who were the things? Who was in the hole? Jay screamed again. He had to help him. Alice had blood on her face when William shot it off her shoulders. Too late. Jay was dead. Damon and Terrence were shocked. Terrence snapped Bryce's neck. Damon tackled William. Six stared in disbelief. William wrestled with Damon. Where was his weapon? Gaining separation and fearing for his life, William ran towards the hills. Damon started to chase after him, but then thought of his father. Terence was holding his mother's headless body, crying. Damon pushed the rocks off and freed his father. Six told him to catch the old man, but not to kill him. Then looked at Alice and Terence. Rage filled his heart. He ran for the ship. They would all die. The ship was ready for flight. Bonnie hit the switch to take off. At exactly the same time, Six opened the door and jumped inside. Apparently, in all the confusion, the door failed to get locked. The ship lurched forward. Six stumbled, startled by the ship's sudden movement. He fell, hitting his head on the edge of the counter. Blood poured from his head, giving the four people on board a chance to lock themselves into the secure room. Six screamed at them through the window, spit at them. He hit the window until he was wore out. He sat down in a chair, dejected. Bonnie's voice startled him. Six? He looked at her with eyes full of hate. Looks like you're going back to Pansor.